Hi everyone, we wanted to do a new format today and do a little bit of Q&A on what liftOS is and how it can help you and who it is for. We're gonna just fire up with some questions and I'm gonna try to answer them back to back as quick as possible. So let's begin with the first question. What is liftOS? liftOS is essentially a productivity tool, but we designed it to help any person working with any project, any node, any file, any app almost that they're working with. We help everything be organized, everything be connected with each other, and everything be in one place so that people working every day don't have to go through the chaos of the browser, try to figure out and jump between tabs and get lost, go to LinkedIn and then start scrolling for an hour. Instead of that, every app and information they need can be organized inside liftOS and they can also work with it. We built a lot of tools to help apps be organized and then they be operated as effectively as possible in one place, liftOS. Second question, who are the people behind it? I'm going to put their faces up here. So there's Arif, there's Barish, there's Selçuk, there's Enes, and today for this month we're working with a new designer who I won't reveal yet. All of these people are very essential. We're building everything in a small office together. It's a lot of fun and everybody's contributing a lot to this project. So third question, who is liftOS for? liftOS is for anyone who's working every day with a bunch of tools, managing projects, organizing notes, working with files, essentially getting anything done digitally today can use liftOS. Mainly early stage startup founders who are trying to get a central place to work with their team, project managers trying to organize everything in one place, team leaders trying to connect their team and work from one place, and similar. Anyone working with a tool, digital tools, productivity tools can benefit from liftOS, essentially. Fourth question, what are some use cases for liftOS? We have a bunch of use cases, but we're trying to really focus on organizing everything in one place. This means if you're a startup founder, you can have everything from your projects to your product backlog, to your product sprints, to your documentation, to files about your teammates, everything in liftOS, and that's effectively how we use liftOS as well. If you look at our sidebar, which I'm going to put it right here, you'll see that we have a lot of sections that we divided between development, product, and more. And liftOS is super flexible. So the fact that we're using it like this doesn't mean you have to use it like this as well. You can create your own space, you can create your own sidebar structure. However you want to work with liftOS, you can work with it. It's super customizable. So there's a bunch of use cases, and we're trying to build now templates to help each persona benefit from these as much as possible. So next question, how can liftOS help? So again, liftOS is there so we reduce the context switching. We try to build the most focused, simplest, and the most flexible productivity software, helping people kind of switch away from the chaos of very complicated productivity tools like these. Productivity tools that need a lot of maintenance and a lot of crafting of pages like these. liftOS is pre-built. Everything is an app. We really try to narrow it down to the essentials of how do we want to work every day. We need to be organized, it needs to be flexible, it needs to be simple, it needs to be connected. For example, right now inside liftOS you can use your G Suite and other applications like Miro. So everything we kind of wanted to feel like it's the same ecosystem, same environment. So liftOS can help by saving a lot of time, finding things in one place, being organized with your team, like thinking about, hey, I have a project, where is it? It must be in liftOS. Whatever app I'm using, it's in liftOS. So a lot of things like this really every day help you cut time. It creates a more joyful work environment, and it really kind of cuts the chaos that we have usually when we're using our browser tabs. Next question is, what apps can I use inside liftOS? I guess I just said this, so let's skip to the question after this. I'm using Notion or ClickUp. How is liftOS different? I divide it in 3 categories. Category 1, the very, let's say a little bit kind of rigid, old traditional software that there needs to be at least one person organizing, maintaining, crafting all of this information, and there has to be a person who has to learn also about these. They're usually not as easy to learn, they're not simple, they have a lot of features, but they are very compartmentalized, they're not very well connected with each other. These are these tools. However, ClickUp is a bit better, so I place ClickUp somewhere here. And then among this divide, there's the other type of tool, which is very easy to start, but is very modular with a lot of kind of blocks that talk to each other, but then somebody has to craft and maintain these always. And the spectrum kind of goes from Notion to Coda, and there's some also things in between. So liftOS falls directly in between those. It's simpler than ClickUp. It needs less maintenance than Notion. It's as flexible as Notion, but it's organized, even more organized than ClickUp. And we're building a lot of features to help you kind of auto-organize your spaces, help you give the right structure to work with it. So we're really focusing on being that sweet spot of not needing to maintain your data and information and having all the tools you need, like to-dos, files, notes, directly inside one application, so you can work most productively from one place without the hassle of both of these tools. So last thing, how can I get access? You can get access by leaving a comment below to this video or sending me an email that you would like to check out liftOS. We're inviting new teams almost every week now. We have a growing roster of people using liftOS, so I'm happy to keep making these videos and looking forward to more people trying liftOS and sharing your feedback. Thanks for joining.